Hey, it's Stefania at Positive Affirmations and AudioStories.com, bringing you happy thoughts, motivation, encouragement, information, and entertainment to energize your day. So, I am absolutely sweltering in the booth. It's really, really hot here in England. But let's talk about something else. Have you ever heard of a vision board? Some people call it a dream board. It's like a poster with a number of different pictures and words that signify what you would like to have in your life. It can be a goal. It can be a career goal. It can be your ideal vacation, your ideal relationship, your ideal job, whatever it is that you want to see yourself doing, that you want to be doing. It's quite easy to put one together. What you do, you go through magazines and you cut out materials. You cut out things that apply to what you want to see in your life, and you place them on your board. Traditionally, people cut them out of magazines, newspapers, and such, but nowadays, you can even go to Google, and there's some copyright-free images. Get those and print those off and put those on your board. Then, after you have your board the way you like it, there are images. You can even put words as well. You can, you could actually, if you're doing a physical one, you could even make it 3D, put some of that really nice masking tape with little designs on it, or drawings if you like to draw, squiggles. It's your board, so just go wild. You get out your Sharpies, your crayons, your paint. Make it pleasant to look at. Make it something that really touches your heart. Not just something, you look at, I want this list of things. Something that really touches your heart, touches you emotionally, moves you. That's what you're looking for. Then you look at it several times a day to imprint the image on your subconscious mind. Maybe in the morning, if you're out for the day, maybe when you come home. Or you could, if you have a physical board, you could take a picture of it and maybe at lunchtime look at the picture which you've put on your phone. But does this really work, you might ask, or is it just wishful thinking? I believe that vision boards do work, but they don't work by themselves. To me, a vision board is like a motivator or a trigger to action. It's not just looking at pretty pictures and bam, there they are in the physical plane. You still got to do the work. When you look at your board, your mind sees the images. And this goes into your subconscious. Your mind doesn't think, ooh, that's reaching a little high. I don't know if she can get that. Your mind sees the images, doesn't think about whether you can have them or not. And the repetition of looking at the board, every day, 3 times a day, impresses these images in your mind and in your psyche. And you can react favorably to these images on a subconscious level as something desirable and achievable. We can imagine ourselves already having the thing or being in the place that we envision on our boards. But the most important thing is to take action, not to just look at the boards, not just, I look at the board all the time and I expect a physical manifestation. We look at the board frequently, but looking at the board stimulates our desire to physically help, to physically do the thing. We look at it and it whets our appetite. What can I do to make this come true? I see it as that kind of thing, as a motivator. The stimulation moves us to take action, to think, what can I do to make this come true on the physical plane? What step can I start to make this dream real? And as we continue to look at the board, it keeps our desire on fire, so to speak, and it spurs us on to action. and then the next action in a continuous flow to achieve the dream. And along the way, we meet people who can help us, and we find resources, classes, etc., which can better prepare us to achieve this dream. Because we're holding this energy in our head, we're pulling to us things that will help us to make it real. We're not alone. For instance, if it's a travel vision board, we might be inclined to take a course in the language that is spoken in the place we want to go, which spurs us on. We learn a few words. We want to learn more because we want to go to this place and practice it. It encourages us to keep moving forward. Then we might start thinking, it takes money for this trip to happen, so then we find a way to acquire the funds to save the money. Maybe we get a part-time job. Maybe we sell our crafts or some such thing. Our mind then turns into actions which will support the dream. And while we continue to look at that board 3 times a day, 2 times a day, however often we can, it's okay to tweak the images if need be. You can change it. The board is not static. It's a living thing in your mind. So if you want to switch a goal, if you find something that better represents the thing that you have in mind, switch it. It's okay. The important thing, we can add these images to keep the board alive. We can change the board as the goals or our options change. The important thing is to continue to look at our boards on a regular basis and take actions as ideas come to us. And they will. The vision boards, dream boards, some people call them, really work. Or are they a pretty collection of pictures? I believe they do. What do you think? I believe they do. They feed our imagination. They encourage us to dream, and they fill us with the fire and momentum to take concrete action to bring those dreams out of theory and become something we can appreciate and enjoy in our everyday lives. By the way, if you don't have any artistic leaning, or if you can't be bothered to cut and paste pieces of paper onto a board, you can get an app. You can get an app for your phone or your tablet, which works marvelously to create your own dream board with photos and text. And that might work out better in some cases. It might be easier to look at that 3 times a day if you've got it on your phone than on a board or a wall. And there are quite a few apps you can choose from. Let's see. We're looking on my phone. The one that I use is called, easy peasy. It's called Vision Board. And there are many, so, you might have to download a few, try them out. Doesn't work, try another one. Try the one, find the one that works for you and your method of implementing things. But that's a good route to take. If you don't want to do cut and paste on paper, put one on your phone with an app, or your tablet. Or I don't know if you could do it on the computer, but for sure, an app works on tablets and phones. So, and you know what? You can have more than one. So you've nothing to lose. Give it a go. How about it? Try making your own vision board, your own dream board in your own way. Once you know the basics, do a way that works for you. You can have more than one. You can have one for each area of your life, each dream, each goal that you hold dear. You could, if you want to, you could have, just one big one and maybe sections for each area of your life that you want to work on, or you can just have a separate one for each area. Just important thing, I think, the thing that really makes it work is remember to follow up those visualizations with concrete, continuous, unceasing actions. They don't work by themselves. Action is what is needed. Action is what brings to you the help that you're going to need to make things work out. Give it a go. Have you ever tried to do a vision board? If you have, feel free to share your experiences about it. We're on Spreaker. You can leave a comment. We are also on iTunes. You would have to look for StefaniaLintonbon. Leave a comment. Let's help each other. What kind of ideas do you have for your vision board? What kind of techniques do you use to put your vision board together? That's it for now. Keep the vision strong and follow up with concrete action, continuous action. Take a rest if you need to, but get back on it. You can do it. And that's it for today. It's been a pleasure being with you. Let's work on our boards together.